Hello everyone, how are you today? Just popping on to do a wee lunchtime live. If you'll excuse me for a moment, I just need to invite someone who should be waiting, which is really, really exciting. So here, there we go. So fingers crossed we'll get the connection. I think maybe we have. I think it's just taken a wee moment. So, hello!
Hiya!
We have a connection. Hello. So, for everyone tuning in who maybe hasn't tuned in before, whether that's on either side, my name is Eva. I'm the director of Perth Festival of Yarn, or what was Perth Festival of Yarn. I keep saying it. What is now the Scottish Yarn Festival and also the Scottish Show Producers Showcase. We have the next Scottish Show Producers Showcase coming up on the 25th of March in Perth at the Dewar Centre, and one of our lovely vendors for this event is my guest today. So everyone, meet Matteo.
Nice to meet you. I'm very excited for being part of this.
Yeah, so it's no surprise to people who sort of really know me from sort of the background and sort of day-to-day chats that I absolutely adore you and what you're doing. So I'm just thrilled that we've got you on to do a little lunchtime live today. I normally say don't make excuses for yourself. I am hay fever season has hit Perth, so I'm on my local hot honey and turmeric at the minute, so I'm going to be sipping away, which I hope won't cause too much distraction to people sort of tuning in, but it's either that or potentially lose my voice. Because I've been doing a lot of talking recently, but that's not so much while we're here. So, Matteo, would you like to introduce yourself first of all, for people who don't know who you are?
I will be more than happy. So I'm Matteo, and yes, I'm Italian. So we moved here in Scotland from 4 years because it was nearly 5. At the end of 2018, and in 2020 we had the opportunity to take this farm where because one of my passion was naturally I'm an agrotechnic, so I studied for agronomy, and I wanted something mine. And so we had this opportunity, and in this farm, the previous owner had some Hebridean sheep that I never saw in my life before, and was really a love that I found. And when I looked at them, I said, "Oh wow, are fantastic animals!" And so we decided to keep this animal again, because the other way was kill them. So I said, no, not at all. And so I studied something more. I associated to the Hebridean Sheep Society, and I said, oh wow, Scotland is one of the land of the wolf, no? So I said, why not try to make wool with the Hebridean sheep? And I found this wool interesting, but I also understood that was quite hard, no? So it's not soft like the majority of people want, maybe, I don't know. And so I also started to think how to improve if it's possible. So I read and I said, oh wow, there is cashmere. Cashmere is a great thing. So I bought some cashmere goats and try to blend this wool and obtain something that I have no idea if somebody want or like or not, because I didn't find anything around me that can give me some feedback. So I started my trial. Sincerely, I'm continue to develop and think and try to find something and introduce myself in this big world that is sometimes I think that is bigger than me, absolutely. And I anyway enjoy really what I'm doing, and I love that animals, the goats and sheep. Every day is a joy for me. So I try only to do my best. And so, in few words, that I am I work in this farm, and I have another work in another farm where that produce native seeds from the flower, wildflower, and grass. So my goal is to stay with the nature, and I'm really very happy to try to produce something that maybe could be good for also the other people. I'm not an eater. I tried to start to knit. I'm not very good, but I need to improve also this, so I can maybe understand better the word that I produce.
That's okay. We're knitters. We will use the yarn that you produce. So that's basically what's happened. So Matteo and I have kind of like formulated a bit of a working relationship here. I think Matteo, I think you maybe reached out first, although I think you were kind of on my radar. And although you're like a very, very micro scale producer, I mean your flock is tiny and perfect. So you don't have enough to even, I would say, do one full table at our events at this time, although if we all support you, that could totally change. So what we're doing at the Scottish Show Producer Showcase this year is, I already have the yarn, I have it here, you've shipped it to me. We're going to have it on what I'm calling our flock table, so where you'll find sort of maybe merchandise and those handful of small, perfectly picked and curated vendors who are not able to be with us in person for whatever reason, who are shipping us their yarn, so they've got a presence at the event. Yours is joining that, and we've got a sample as well, but all being well, because you've got a big life thing about to happen, all being well, you will actually come and join us on the day. So you will be roundabout to meet people, to talk about your flock, to talk about your farm.
Yes.
Just being your fabulous self, really. So 2 seconds, I am going to go and grab the yarn that we've got.
Of course.
Because I'm balancing everything all over the place. I started in one setup and the light wasn't great because this is still kind of winter in Scotland, so I've kind of moved about and then forgot to lift everything. So we've got a very, like I said, a very, very small amount. So if this is on your shopping list for the showcase, then I would definitely suggest that you come and check it out and have a little feel of this first, because I think it's going to fly. So there we go. Try and get it without a glare. So this is your farm, Brawliemuir Farm. We've got a lovely little tag.
Yes, that was. I took this winter. That was amazing. So I said, oh, why not?
And I don't know if it's mirroring or not, or whether you'll see that the correct way round on the screen. I've got a feeling it might be the wrong way round, but we've got a little bio about your farm. And your yarn is 95% Hebridean and 5% Cashmere. And both of the Hebridean and the Cashmere are from your farm.
Yes, absolutely.
It's milled, is it Cornwall? It's milled. It's down south, isn't it? The mill.
Yes, the mill is the Nature Fibre company that is down in Cornwall, I think.
Mm-hmm. So we've got Scottish yarn still produced in the UK, still minimising those sort of like like land miles, if you like. It smells a little sheepy, like you would expect. But got to have a bit of a wool sniff. It is a bit more rustic, like you said, but the people that come to our event are expecting more kind of rustic wools. We don't breed merino sheep here, but it is kind of soft enough. And with these sorts of yarns, you need to remember that once you make something with them and you wash and you block it, it's a totally different game anyway. So we've got some balls, not a huge amount. I think we've got maybe
I don't remember. I have the list. Balls. Yes, it's
I think
possible.
About 12 balls of different weights. Most of them are about 100 grams. I think we've got a couple of 50. And we've got 3 cones as well. So you could get a 500 gram cone. And I should say that these are Aran weight. as
Yeah.
well. So I think we worked out it was about 155 meters for the
Yes,
100
exactly.
grams. So if you are doing something like a garment, absolutely would recommend swatching with this. But look, that's showing up quite well there.
Yes, the same that I have with me.
It's just, it's this really gorgeous, natural. It looks kind of heathered, kind of naturally marled with cashmere in it.
Yes.
And for those people out there, I mean, I think it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous natural tone on its own. It's one of these sorts of colours that you can make something with and it will be timeless. You know, it's like a wardrobe staple, slow fashion, which is what we want, slow textiles. You know, traceability, we've got that from well looked after animals. But if you were a dyer, a hand dyer, or a befriended one, you could absolutely use that as a yarn base that would take up a colour and it would look incredibly, incredibly rich. So 500-gram cones.
And yes, the ball that I made. Yeah.
As well. And we've got a sample as well, which is fabulous. So I'm going to put it on. This is the Snow Globe by Tin Can Knits, which I think everyone in our kind of community kind of knows about Tin Can Knits.
Yeah.
So there you go. You can kind of see on the camera sort of the cable, so you get some really, really nice stitch definition with this yarn, but I might just take it off because it's absolutely flattening everything. But it's lovely to have a sample as well that's been washed, so you can actually come to the festival and see how it is against your skin. And I'm sure that, you know, it's much smaller. It's a far smaller gathering than our main festival. So if you are maybe wanting to kind of go and take this for a little kind of like walk around the room, because there used to be a thing about, and I don't think it's really spoken about now, about skin sensitivity to natural fibres. And it used to be said, you know, go and make a swatch of the fabric, go wash it, let it dry, and then go pop it in your bra or down your top or whatever, and wear it against your skin for a day and just see how it is, how it acclimatizes. So I'm not saying that you can go and pop this down under your top at the festival, but absolutely, you know, wear it, go and take it for a walk around the room, the sample, if you're a little bit concerned about it being Hebridean, because Hebridean isn't a yarn fibre that we see that often on the market. I really think it is going to surprise a lot of people. It is a rustic yarn. It is a rural yarn, but there is a smoosh factor in there. And I am quite sensitive. I'm quite sensitive to fibres, but I'm fine with this.
I found a difference between, because the first time I made only Hebridean wool, and I have, I didn't make naturally, but somebody fortunately made me for another hat, and is absolutely different. Is more rustic, maybe like to say, more rough, and on the skin, only Hebridean is a little bit different, I think. I would like maybe to improve, maybe changing a little bit the balance with the cashmere inside the Hebridean, but I think that could be a way that I can follow, at least for made the wool softer or easier to use, maybe.
Well, I'm sure that, you know, the people that are coming along to the showcase will be delighted to give some feedback. So we'll take that forward. But it's lovely yarn that you've produced, and with having that 5% actual proper Scottish cashmere is amazing as well, because a lot of Scottish cashmere, what is labelled as Scottish cashmere, is only the final product is made in Scotland, or it might be spun in Scotland in a mill here. It's not grown and raised in Scotland. Linen Bay are the first people to do that, really, in 30 years, and they're just finally getting back up onto the market for what is true Scottish cashmere. So it's incredibly exciting to kind of see this renaissance, to see this happening in this sort of slow Scottish textile movement. But enough of that. Enough of that for just now. You're going to show us some animals.
Yes,
aren't
of
you?
course. Before to go there, I want to show here because it is easier. But on the animal, maybe I can find more easy to show. That is the two different. So that is the Hebridean. That is the fleece that I only start to comb for see how is the final product before to span more or less. And I had different sheep from the ages become from more gray to black or nearly black, and so maybe that changed also the color of the yarn. And that is the cashmere. That if you, I normally comb with my comb from next month, I think every day the goat and obtain more or less something like this, where there is the undercoat that is quite fine, and there are this fur more or less that I need to take off, and I normally do, because I have not really a big amount, I normally do manually, and I take off all the guide, this, and obtain more or less this product that is the finest part of the cashmere. So for mix in the blend with the fleece of the Hebridean. So anyway, you show
gorgeous. We're having lots of people join us, making comments. Thank you for your comments, everyone. David, hello, bisous. We've got David, who's got a mohair goat farm in Spain, joining us there. Just sort of popping in. So I'm sure he'll be loving this content.
Fantastic. So I take my welly boot. Sorry, just a second, and we can go to see what happened to. Okay,
the excitement. Let's go see some animals.
Yes. So here we go. Is changing the season, but it's cold enough here outside. So you can hear them that are calling because they are thinking that there is something to eat, but there will be only the surprise of the live chat.
Me too, sheep. Definitely food motivated and food orientated. Oh, there they are.
So everyone is here. So they're the sheep, and that is the more friendly animals in the world. Hey, say hello. Hey, good morning. How are you?
Oh, I just want to boop all of those snoots.
So I show you this. That is the easiest. Hey, here. So you can see that is starting to be for them. The cashmere in particular grow for the difference of the light time to the darkness, and now is longer the days and will be a little bit warmer. And every sheep, every goat, will lose naturally the part that make, or if you put the hand inside, is quite warm. Oh, it's amazing. And so I will comb, and also if it's black, the goat, you see the cashmere is, I don't know if you can see or not, but is anyway undercoat is white. So I will comb. Hey, what are you doing? Oh. No, I'm quite naughty because she was taking my head every time she played. And they love to be.
I heard that goats eating anything that they shouldn't was a myth, but maybe not. I mean, don't eat your own fiber.
Look.
Oh,
what are you doing? Do you want to see? She's Eva. Say hello. And yes, so that is the place where everything become. Unfortunately, I can't get the sheep because the sheep are a little bit, less friendly. They want to stay alone. They prefer anyway. And yes, so that I bought this goat from from, I think that will be also your guest, the Lunan Farm and Lunan Bay Farm, and I bought the goat from them, Cashmere, and yes, my idea was to start to see what happened, and if maybe in the future there will be some good feedback, why not try to expand a bit? But I'm alone, so I have not really the idea to make something big, because I also think that I want to keep the animal very well, so at the best that I can, at least. And the production helped me for keep the animals, naturally for have something more, but is really an idea to follow, because reading the story of Scotland, I think that something local, real local, not only work in the last part, like you said, it's important, is really economically important for everyone. And you know, the future is also reduce a little bit the transport and everything like this. And if you make everything in the same and local, I suppose that is a way, or at least I think that is the way that I want to follow. And for this reason, I tried. I started this, and these fantastic animals really are funny, have an undercoat that is amazing, and I really would like to improve what I can. Sorry, but you want to say everything. And so that is my word here.
Oh, they're wonderful. Do you have any goats and kids at the moment? Yeah, got any arrivals expected?
No, sincerely, I are all female, so I have not any male, and I think that for start, I would like to have a number of goats that remain fixed, and so try to see how manage step by step, because I don't want to push too much myself, because really is a trial. I never read anything about this, and so I would like to see if it's working or not before to go ahead. And that is why. Hey, don't kiss me, eh?
Well, they clearly adore you, which is just wonderful to see. And it's true. I mean, Graham from Caithness Yarns is always saying, you know, happy sheepies and happy goats. It shows in the wool. It shows in the yarn. It shows in the fibre, and in the quality of it. And I would love to see that movement, you know, away potentially from Scottish lamb and just thinking of the meat market, which is what I know a significant number of our single origin wool suppliers are trying to do, is to move away from that meat market, move away from that export process, and say, we've got a fantastic, renewable, sustainable product here. It's worth looking after our animals, it's worth investing in our animals, and happier they are, the better quality you're going to get. So yeah, it's an absolute joy. It's an absolute joy speaking to you anytime, Matteo. But it's wonderful to kind of see you and to share you on our live today, you know, to showcase some of the animals that you have in your farm. And that is literally your flock.
Yes, exactly.
That's it, people.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And you know, yes, I can produce, I produced this year was around 30 kilos in total. And so, you know, if I read what the producers make is ridiculous, the number. But like you say, I suppose, I think that the quality of the life of the animals could improve also the product, could. Or at least, no, my or at least try to see if really something changed. And so yes, after maybe, why not increase the amount is okay, it's possible. Decrease is more difficult. And also the previous owner had really was difficult for him sell also the fleece. So they gave the fleece for free, or they burn it. And so was was not really the idea of the life that I have. And so I tried, and I think that with this amount I can try to improve the knowledge myself, and also for the people, for try to choose something local and not acrylic and pure wool and make in Scotland. I suppose that could have some way to find to sell this product at least. And I really say every time thank you to you and the Scottish Yarns for showcase, because give me really a big opportunity for learn and meet people and maybe try to introduce myself. So really thank you, and don't miss the opportunity to go there to everyone, because it's important. Also for me that I'm little.
No, it's a pleasure, but we really do need to move away from burning or burying fleece.
Yeah.
It's criminal.
Yeah.
It's criminal. It shouldn't be happening. So, I'm sure everyone will get behind you and make this work. I think David's just saying, loving the project and the philosophy. Well done.
Thank you.
You go.
Really made sense.
Goat farmers of the world unite and take over.
Yay!
It's lovely. Now it is Sunday. I'm going to let you get back to your family.
Okay.
And back to
really many thanks.
Animals. But
okay.
I will share this live to my grid, and I will invite you as I'm sure I can kind of invite you as a collaborator or something like that, so it will share onto your grid as well. So if you just joined in a bit later, or you want to watch again, or at your leisure, thank you for spending time with both of us today. We really appreciate it. Go and follow Matteo at Brawliemuir Farm. He will be floating about at the Scottish Show Producer Showcase on the 25th of March in Perth. Tickets are available right now on the Scottish Show Producers. No, it's not the Scottish Show Producers. On the Scottish Yarn Festival website. More than half the tickets have gone, and we've still got a month to go. So if you are wanting to come, I would recommend that you go and get your tickets sooner rather than later. And we'll see you there. And if I don't see you before, Matteo, I'll see you at the showcase.
Thank you. Really many thanks again, Eva. And we will see absolutely them in the showcase, and say bye from also my goats and sheep, and thank you to everyone to follow our live, and maybe me in future. Thank you really a lot, Eva.
Okay, my pleasure. Bye bye for now, Matteo.
Bye. Have a nice. Yeah. Bye.
You as well. Bye bye.
Bye.